at Vocalmeet. So at Vocalmeet, we work primarily with associations and nonprofits. Over 95% of our clients are associations, and we've been involved in the association space when it comes to online learning for over 10 years now. And we work with associations of all types and sizes. And this is very important because whether you're a local, state, or national association, or whether you have 500 members or 120,000 members, we have clients that fits the entire spectrum. That said, we have seen firsthand the challenges that associations are facing, especially at this time. And we know that for many, in-person events and programs are the largest source of non-dues revenue, and that has really taken a huge toll given the restrictions on in-person gatherings. We are happy to say that we've been able to help many of our clients mitigate some of those losses as they see a tremendous jump in online traffic and sales of their online programs. And because when associations work with Vocalmeet, we see it as a long-term partnership as opposed to simply a vendor-client relationship. So we really want to work with you to make sure that your online programs are successful. Many clients see us as an extension of their staff team, and we do really get involved with the development of your online programs. Of course, today it's LMS demo day, so we provide the platform, the LMS itself, but we also have a lot of instructional design and digital marketing expertise in-house that we use to help clients grow their online programs and increase their non-dues revenue. The reason that I'm really, that I mentioned that we were primarily with associations is because this also translates to our flexible pricing packages to meet the needs of any association. So again, whether you have 500 members or 120,000 members, and wherever you are right now with your education programs, we have a solution to fit within your requirements and your budget. So having said all that, today I am going to show you on a high level a few different live client platforms. And the reason I'm showing you more than one platform is because we really tailor each LMS to the needs of each association. So this means that it's very rare for us to have two client platforms that are exactly identical. So let me just pull up the first one. So the first one you're seeing here is really our standard on-demand LMS from the front end. You can list all your sessions here, and you can see that there are a lot of search functionalities in place to allow for easy navigation. You can do advanced course search, so really if somebody knows exactly which course they want to look for, you can type it in here. Then you can also have multiple categories, search by featured products, products that are on sale, search by price, by speaker. If you are allowing your end users, your members, to rate the courses, they can also potentially search by rating, by category, by tags. So there are a lot of different ways that you can filter these courses. And I should mention that all these filters are customizable to how you'd like to structure your courses. So this is really just to show you the possibilities, and then you can pick and choose which one works best for you. Our platform also comes with e-commerce. So when you add to cart, it will take you through the entire e-commerce process. And what we would do is connect to your association's credit card processor, so the funds go directly into your account. This really allows for a seamless user experience as it's all done within the LMS, and also makes it easy for your team to track payments all in one place. You'll also notice at the top right-hand corner a technical support button. So this is technical support for your end users. What this means is if a member has any questions or need help navigating through the platform, they can easily click the button and our technical team will be able to help them. This saves a lot of time for your team and allows you to really focus on other member initiatives. And in terms of support for your association, when you work with Vocalmeet, you will have a dedicated project manager to work with you throughout the entire length of the agreement. So you will always have that one point of contact that can help you with any administrative support. And this is all included in our most basic standard package. So let me jump onto a slightly different platform. Here you can see that this is for the Tulsa County Bar. You can see that it's been branded with their logo. So we can do a simple branding like this with your logo, or if you want it to look more like your website, we can do that as well. Our full LMS is actually an all-in-one integrated solution where you can host all your on-demand courses here and also offer webinars and live stream in-person events within one platform. And all these solutions are built within the LMS, meaning that there's no need to rely on any additional third party, which allows for more efficiency. And what we've seen is it also eliminates any risks of potential integration issues when you are involving multiple vendors. Streamlining all your content within one platform also makes it easier for members to register for programs and courses, really regardless of the delivery method. And that has translated to higher sales and non-dues revenues for our clients. You also notice here that you can see member and non-member pricing. Again, making it clear for non-members the value of becoming a member. And we do this through various methods. You can use the honor system, or you can even use a coupon code system where if you are a member, you receive a coupon code in order to receive your member pricing. Again, the entire platform has e-commerce, so you can connect to your credit card processor for a seamless experience. And for example, if a user is registering for a live webinar and they go under the live events piece, when on the day of the event, they can simply log back into the LMS and access the session. So this really avoids any confusion about whether or not are you really the person that is getting the credit, just because this is all under one account, and the end user doesn't necessarily need to register again because it is all under their LMS account. On the day of the event, then they can simply again come back here, and then it will take them to our webinar platform. This is how the webinar platform looks like. This is essentially where the PowerPoint slides will go. There's a chat function, polling. You can really start a poll. You can also do breakout rooms, share your webcam. So if I were to do that right now, you can see me. And all these things that you can do within this platform. This is also a platform that you can use to live stream in-person events. I know this is not something that many of you are thinking about now, but for future, or even some of our clients decide to have their presenters go into the office to make it a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more natural for some presenters instead of just sitting in front of a computer. So this is where the live stream piece will go. And then again, you can upload your presentation. The nice thing about the live stream is you can really connect this to either your AV team, if you have a videographer, or you can even use your phone to live stream your event, again, to make that presentation a little bit more dynamic than just simply sitting in front of a computer. All right. So it's also important to mention, I did mention that you can live stream with your phone. All of our platform is fully mobile responsive, so there is no need to download any additional apps for users. All the features that you see can be accessed on any device by simply typing in the link in a browser. And I've mentioned that we work primarily with associations, so we know that some members may not be the most tech savvy. So reducing the number of steps needed to access a course or a live webinar has really tremendous value, as it avoids questions and anxiety from a lot of your members. So all the live sessions that are done through this platform are all automatically recorded, and you can then easily place them onto the on-demand section to offer to those who were not able to attend on the scheduled date and time. So I want to show you another example here. This is for the Canadian Psychological Association and also credited for the American Psychological Association. You'll notice with this one that there are additional tabs along here. The single courses are the courses for on-demand content. You'll also see sections on group registrations and group licenses. So this specific client sees a lot of demands from member firms who have multiple staff members needing to take the course. So they want to be able to offer bundled pricing for group registrations, and you're really, this really shows the flexibility and the ability to customize to whatever your requirements are within your association. If I go back to the single course as well, when you look at the list of pricing, because they have various membership type levels as well, you'll see member price, non-member price, and even student affiliate, student non-affiliate. So just a lot of different ways that you can price the exact course in order to meet your target audience's needs and requirements. So that's more on the front end. And what I want to show you now is how does it look like after you've purchased a course and what does it look like as a user experience in the back end. So of course, one of the most important things when it comes to continuing education for associations is the ability to track progress. So here, what it looks like is users can view the content at their own convenience for the on-demand piece. And again, and most importantly, track their learning progress. We know this is important not only for members, but also for the association. So you can see very easily with the green progress bar how far along somebody is on in each content. It shows not just whether you've completed the course, but gives you an exact percentage of how far along you are with each course. And of course, from your end, this translates to a user progress reporting where you can really see how far along each member is in a specific course. You'll also see for some of our longer courses, so this specific association, they have multiple courses that are multiple hours long. So of course, you don't want to have it put as one video because no one will really sit through a 3-hour video and absorb a lot of things. So what they've done is broken it down into various modules. You can have resources for download in the beginning, and this is for any PowerPoints, any case studies, any workbooks that you want to attach with the course itself. You can, again, break it down into various modules. Some association decides to put quizzes in between modules. You can, when they access the video, you can prevent skipping ahead or fast forwarding. And also you can, with the quizzes, you can also have questions to be the same for everyone, or fixed questions, or it can also be randomized questions with a question bank if you want. And then at the end have a post-course evaluation and an automated certificate of completion. The way this is broken down is really customizable to your needs. And we know too that every course may be broken down differently as well. So we will work with you for each course that you are looking to upload to see what's the best way to structure the course in order for your members to be the most engaged. The next piece is for those looking to add more interactivity within the course, there are different ways that you can ensure engagement. So if you're doing a SCORM course, the interactivity piece is built within the course using a course authoring tool. So this is, our articulate storyline or iSpring, any other course authoring tools out there. However, if you're doing an MP4 video file, you can also make that interactive. This is more so if you're recording an in-person event or a webinar. All these files typically comes out as an MP4 file. So what I want to show you here, and you can access this through our website if you want to check this out later, and just different ways that you can add interactivity within a video player. So here is one way where, if you're actually listening to the person speaking, you can add a little bit of interactivity there. You can add any knowledge reinforcement questions, any of these pop-ups to ensure engagement. And some associations have even used some of these pop-ups to just confirm if the end user is still watching and haven't walked away from their computer and just wanting to, claim the credits at the end. But if they're not there to complete any of these pop-ups along the way, then they will come back to their computer just to be surprised that they're still stuck in the beginning of the course. So there's just multiple ways that you can ensure some of this. We know this is especially important for professions like the legal sector, the medical sector, but generally this is really just a good way to keep engagement level for courses that are not recorded and not done live. I should mention too, while we're on the topic of course development, again, like I mentioned earlier, we have a full instructional design and course development team here at Vocalmeet. So if your association is looking for assistance on developing online courses and programs, we can provide you those services as well. Most of the times, the association would provide us with the content itself because you are the expert in your fields. And we would then combine it all together to see what's the best way to structure that program in an online setting. Of course, within LMS2, you also have access to all the full reporting on registrations, user learning progress, sales, and so on. Because this is a live demo and I am showing you live client platforms, for privacy reasons, the reporting functionality is something that I'd be more than happy to show you on a one-on-one demo and in a more in-depth conversation. But you do have access again to all the reportings on registrations, user progress, sales, purchases, transactions, and everything that you can think of when it comes to an LMS. So that was really a quick high-level demonstration of our LMS. If your association offers continuing education or professional development credits, being able to track progress and having mechanisms in place to ensure engagement and reinforce knowledge are very important. And this is where this whole interactive video comes in. As mentioned earlier, no two platforms are exactly identical. So we would really look to understand the exact requirements you need to have within the LMS, or any goals, any challenges your association is looking to overcome to ensure that it is fully tailored to your needs. We know that at this point, most associations have probably offered some sort of online programs, mostly through Zoom. So the next natural step is to really streamline your online content with an LMS that can not only host that on-demand content, but also give you the ability to offer live webinars and live stream in-person events. So if you're thinking more in the long term, what happens when I can come back to in-person events, but you may need to do some sort of a hybrid approach because not everybody will be comfortable coming to an in-person event. Everything that I've shown you, all of our platform that I've shown you, with the on-demand content, the webinars, the live stream fees, this is all modular and scalable. What this means is that you can really pick and choose which features you need and pay only for the features you need when you need it. So if you're happy with everything else that you have and all you need is an on-demand system, then you can easily take something more like this one where it's just for on-demand content. If you're looking to figure out a way to streamline all your online content together so that members can easily find all your courses under one place, then perhaps you're looking more for a system like this where everything is put within one platform. We can customize any of the features you see to better fit your requirements, and we'll always work with you to see what makes the most sense to accomplish your goals in the most cost-efficient manner. I know there were a lot of questions earlier about single sign-on and integration with AMSs. So we also do single sign-on and integrate with any of the AMS providers out there with APIs. So if your association prefers to have that content listed behind a sign-in page of your member system, then we can do that as well. Because our work is very much focused around associations, we actually do have our own AMS as well. So if you look on our website, you will see a list of all the solutions that we offer. We have our own AMS, EMS, event management system, online community platforms. If you're looking for something where, I'd like to say more like a private Facebook for your association members where they can really engage and interact with one another. Content management system, that's something we have too. So really any technology that you can think of for your association, but of course today's focus is on the LMS. Some of our clients have also used the LMS to do their virtual conferences because of the ability to offer both live webinars and live stream events within the LMS. So let me just actually show that to you quickly. So for example, this specific client, we're doing their virtual conference as well. So you can see the full schedule, speakers, exhibitors, any virtual exhibit hall, but also everything that they're doing on the day of, it will link back. Some of them are pre-recorded, so that will actually link back to their online learning system or the LMS within the website. And they are also live streaming a couple of the events using the platform that I showed you. So to conclude, we know that each association is unique and varies not only in size and industry, but also in educational programs. In a way, because we offer all these different solutions, it's a good way for you to save money for the association by either leveraging an existing system or simply working with one vendor that's able to do everything, so it's very scalable. As we work with associations of all types and sizes, we do have flexible pricing models. and solutions that we would suggest, depending again on your needs and your budgets. We are very conscious of the fact that cost is a big concern, especially at this time. So that's something that we will always keep at the top of our minds. We always keep the member experience top of mind as well, and this is why we develop an LMS where you can not only host on-demand content, but also host webinars and live stream in-person events. So by streamlining all their online content within one LMS, our clients have received a lot of positive feedback from members because it's so easy to keep track of all the courses they've done in one place, especially for some professions that are required to self-report at the end of the year. And when you make it easy for members and they see the value in your content, we've seen that this translates to much higher sales and non-dues revenue for the association. Speaking of which, I do encourage you to visit our website as well. I mentioned a few times that we work primarily with associations. And given that we do have an entire research team dedicated to providing resources for associations, so you can check out our blogs, white papers, case studies, and so on for best practices. So that's really it from me today. Again, it was a very high level a demo of various platforms that we have. And what we typically like to do is have a conversation with you prior to giving you a tailored demo, because we know that each association has unique needs. So thank you all for listening, and Reggie, I'll take questions at this time.
Yeah, good. So I got a couple of questions. One of them was in the Q&A area and asked whether or not your platform was based on WordPress.
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
I can double check with our technology team. That is a very specific technical question, but I believe it is not.
Okay. So you mentioned some of the things that you have as part of the platform. A lot of folks have community and discussion boards outside of platforms. Do you connect up with anything like Higher Logic or Breezy or any outside discussion-based platforms?
Yes. So I know I mentioned that we offer a lot of different technology solutions for associations, but we also are aware that there are a lot of other platforms out there. So we do integrate with most of the platforms out there, Higher Logic being one of them. As long as they have that APIs to share, then we can integrate with any of the other platforms available.
Got it. Looking for other questions in the chat. I don't see any there. Video platforms. I'm assuming that you have some integration with Zoom, WebEx, GoToMeeting, those kind of platforms as well.
Yes, that's correct. So we do have our own, as I showed you, and then there's a lot of benefits in doing that as well, because you don't need to integrate with third parties. But we also, again, do recognize that some people are more comfortable with what they currently have. So we would be able to integrate with other webinar platforms as well.
Yeah, and this is probably just me asking a question that's not specifically about your platform, but have any of your clients yet done a hybrid meeting and used your platform where they had a face-to-face thing going on and at the same time had a virtual thing going on?
Yes. Actually, a client in Louisiana recently did that. They had a very small, socially distanced hybrid event, and I believe it was because they were able to do that in their state. So there were probably a handful of people that was actually live in person, and they hosted it at a venue that they typically host their programs in. So what they did was they used this specific platform to live stream that event, and then more people actually attended on the live stream for obvious reasons, and they can actually see what's happening live during the time, and the speakers can see the live questions coming in as well from the people watching on the live stream end, and then that way it's very interactive from both the people attending in person, but also the people attending from the live stream standpoint.
Okay, I've seen a lot of questions coming in the chat area about when I asked about what kind of demos people would like to see in the future. And one of them is a hybrid event. We might have to figure out how we can do a hybrid demo day to kind of show people how we put that together, I guess. So I don't see any more questions, Anna. Thank you for your time today.